All the future officers, this is your mentor Sahil Singh at Budding Mariners, and today in this video I am making this video particularly for all the students who are not able to secure at least 60% marks. Yes, 60% marks, which is the eligibility criteria for IMUCET. If you want to do DNS, BSc, BTech, for any Merchant Navy officer level course, you will require to give IMUCET. It is going to be the key for all these courses, and for that the eligibility is 60%. So if you are not able to score that, in that particular case, what steps we can take? Because whatever has happened has already happened. What we can do right now to take right steps in the right direction so that we make up for whatever we have done wrong. So here, from all of you guys, you will have two ways how you can still join Merchant Navy as an officer. First, it is going to be the traditional improvement exam. Safe, highly acceptable route requires reappearing for PCM via your original state CBSE, ICSE, Maharashtra board, Jharkhand board, whatever board it is. You can appear for an improvement in the next year. Here you get two options. First option is in the same year only you can appear, and that depends on to boards, that if your board allows you to give a single subject examination for improvement, then in that case you can sit for any subject that has got the lowest score. You can sit in the examination for that particular subject and give the examination again and try to get better scores and something that good that it improves other because the aggregate is considered in the examination, not particular physics, chemistry or math marks. Okay, that is what we can do. And otherwise, if the PCM is very much lower than 60% and you have to improve in 2 or 3 subjects, or you will have to improve in all the 3 subjects, then in that particular case you can go for the option 2 of this improvement exam only, that you will have to sit in the board examinations of the next year and fill the improvement forms. Now here, the second option is a little bit flexible, a little bit more flexible, but NIOS board, as we know that a lot of companies, if we are looking for sponsorship in DNS, a lot of companies, they put a cap that we are not going to take NIOS students. So it's definitely going to reduce your options, whatever you are having, but still it's going to be more flexible thing, because it has 2 rounds. It has got 2 different cycles of the examination. As we know what NIOS is, National Institute of Open Schooling. This is the only government recognized board designed for open schooling. So as I told you, there are 2 cycles of this NIOS board improvement exams. Here, one exam is held on the October or November. There are chances that the results of these examinations, if they come on time, then you can appear for a few companies that come in the Feb batch. Yes guys, these are possibilities, but it completely depends on the timeline. Then there is another round that is held on April, and results for both are released in 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, so what is going to be my suggestion for all of the ones who have not secured at least 60%? Then if you have around 55 to 59%, is like you by just few percentage you have lost that opportunity. So in that case you can steer towards the improvement examination, whether it be the same year or the another year. If you give the same year one and just improve 1 to 2% more and get eligible, that is the best thing what you can do, and do not in this particular case you do not waste a complete year. But in the other case, if you have significantly lower percentage than the eligibility criteria, in that case you can go for NIOS board, and in the next cycle only, just after 6 months, you can give your examination and get your percentage more than 60%. And yes guys, one more thing, if in your improvement exam, if any subject you are improving the marks, then the improved marks will be considered. But if by any chance you get lesser marks as compared to the earlier ones, then in that case the best of 2 is considered. If you give improvement from your own board, then a separate mark sheet will be generated with the new marks given aside of the earlier marks. And if you go for the NIOS board, a different separate mark sheet is going to be generated. And if you want to kickstart your journey again, and in your improvements you want to score more than 60% anyhow and crack IMCET and sponsorship in one shot, then this batch is your way. The Arambam batch, it is going to have all the key features required for you to crack IMUCET sponsorship both. Just fill the forms in the description to enroll in this batch.